What happened to the black sheep of your family? My brother Noah was always different from the rest of us. While I helped run our parents' grocery store chain after college, he jumped from one get-rich-quick scheme to another. Bitcoin mining, penny stocks, even trying to invent a revolutionary new energy drink. Our parents enabled him, constantly giving him money to invest. Each time he failed, they'd bail him out. He just needs to find his path, Mom would say. Meanwhile, I worked 60-hour weeks managing inventory and payroll for our 12 stores. Then came the cryptocurrency crash of 2008. Noah had convinced our parents to invest $800,000 in some obscure coin. They lost everything. The next morning, we discovered he'd emptied all our business accounts, $1.6 million gone. He left a note. "Sorry, but I have to fix this. I'll pay everyone back double." Dad had a heart attack when he found out. The business nearly collapsed. We had to close 8 stores and lay off 200 employees. The police traced Noah to Mexico, but the trail went cold. Years passed. We rebuilt the business, store by store. Dad never recovered emotionally, though. He'd stare at old family photos for hours, wondering where he went wrong. Mom kept defending Noah. "He must have had a reason," she'd say. She'd jump every time the phone rang, hoping it was him. It never was. She died last year from cancer, still believing he'd come home. The funeral was small, just family and close friends. As the priest finished speaking, a black SUV with tinted windows pulled up. Out stepped Noah, wearing a $10,000 suit. He looked exactly the same, just grayer. Before anyone could react, he walked to Mom's casket and placed a single white rose. Then he turned to face us. Dad was shaking with rage. "I thought he might have another heart attack." Noah pulled out a check. "This is $4.8 million, he said. "Double what I took as promised." He handed it to Dad, who just stared at it. "I know it doesn't fix anything, but I kept my word." Then he explained. He'd used the stolen money to buy massive amounts of a new cryptocurrency nobody believed in yet, Bitcoin. When it exploded in value, he turned millions into billions. He was now the CEO of a major tech company. His face had been in Forbes, but he used his middle name, so we never knew. All those years, he'd been watching us from afar, waiting until he could repay his debt. Dad ripped up the check. "Your mother waited 15 years for a phone call," he said. "You could have been a homeless drug addict, and she would have welcomed you home. Instead, you were a billionaire who couldn't even send a birthday card." Noah tried to explain how shame had kept him away, how he wanted to come back only after fixing his mistake. Dad just walked away. The rest of us followed. As I reached my car, Noah called out. "Wait," he said. He handed me a business card. "I bought back all our old store locations. They're still empty. The keys are in a safe deposit box. The number's on the back." I looked at the card. Below his company title, it listed his worth, $4.2 billion. "Invested better than I did," he said. Then he got back in his SUV and drove away. The next day, I found another white rose on Mom's grave with a note. "You were right. I just needed to find my path. I'm sorry it took so long." We never saw Noah again, but every year on Mom's birthday, $1 million is anonymously donated to the Children's Hospital where she volunteered. The donor is always listed as a son who should have called.